Thank you for taking your time to watch our presentation today about the changing environment on farm design and the positive effects of gaining planning security through turnkey projects. In the next minutes, I will share information with you on the Big Dutchman Turnkey Solutions. Partnering up with Big Dutchman means participating and taking advantage of an extensive knowledge in complete farm design, engineering of buildings and equipment, and project realization. Today's needs of setting up a new farm or refurbish an existing one are underlying big changes of how it is done state of the art. Especially in uncertain and fast-moving times, trust, reliability, and durability are even more valuable than ever before. Let me give you a closer look on the next 3 slides about the changes and the drivers behind. When asking our customers about the most relevant criteria choosing for a turnkey solution, the clear answer is the planning security and reliability of cost estimations. 2 very important factors for our success in farming business. Knowledge of the exact price before construction is a great advantage that increases the comfort level and helps for financing matters of the project. Knowing the exact move-in date helps our customers to plan and organize the start of their business precisely. But not only the customer demands have changed, also a challenging environment has influence on a project success. The complexity of projects is growing, and the latest product innovations cannot be overseen by every individual. Finding skilled people for complex projects like turnkey projects is not that easy anymore. And overlooking all norms and regulations cannot be done by every individual in every country. That's why we are taking responsibility on this part. The second important part is the drive to efficient engineering, which is most probably the biggest part when planning a new farm, especially when it comes to buildings. In order to be efficient in terms of response time, cost and communication, we make use of the latest 3D technology and follow the approach of pre-engineered buildings. This allows us to speed up the process in reproducing buildings for different locations and different applications. With this approach, we are able to deliver the right technology for the best economical solution. The third important part with key driving factors towards turnkey solutions is the area of production and construction. Prefabrication helps us to realize the installation quickly and safe without facing assembly issues on site. All parts will be produced ready for installation. On site, every single item has its position and can be identified one by one in the drawings. Global sourcing and logistics enable us to source from the best suppliers in the world, delivering the right goods at the right time to any place in the world. The Big Dutchman project management and our supervisors will take the full workload and responsibility of the entire project from A to a happy customer. Let me show you a little bit more about the scope of supply of the Big Dutchman Turnkey Solutions and what aspects need to be covered behind. Besides our core business delivering equipment for pig, egg, and poultry farms, we also deliver buildings for different solutions and different production types. For example, hatcheries, breeder buildings, production buildings for all the different business units we are offering, and also slaughterhouses, cold storages, or egg collection rooms. Besides that, manure handling and manure processing is becoming a more and more important part in farming business. For this, we can offer on the equipment side different solutions like pelletizing, composting, and drying units. In a turnkey solution, we deliver also a fully integrated solution for your farm when adding a manure treatment solution. Moreover, we also deliver energy solutions for your buildings. To utilize the roof of your building, you can add a solar system and a battery storage system, for example. We like to see our customers happy, and in order to achieve this, we are right there from the very beginning. We take up your ideas, share the information, and guide you through the whole process of the turnkey project. A crucial planning at the very beginning of a project is the best basis before turning to the design part and the engineering. Then finally choosing different applications of technologies, handing over the project to the manufacturer, and finally do the installation. All these aspects and the financial part is overlooked by our project management, especially the timing to ensure that we hand over our project to you at the right time, that you can start with production on your farm. But we don't stop with commissioning. We also guide you afterwards with maintenance issues or farm management issues. We are right there from A to Z. How does it look to install a successful turnkey project, and what are the services and products behind? Catching up the customer's ideas and guide you through the whole process. This is our responsibility. When looking on this slide, you can see that you have to overlook a different task before continuing with the selection of the equipment or the building type. You need to take care about the farm layout, farm operations, site analysis, etc., etc. After that, we turn all these aspects into a piece of paper called TMP, Technical Master Plan. This is our single piece of paper which is guiding us through the whole project and contains all relevant information in order to achieve a successful project. We deliver the right buildings for the equipment. That means the buildings need to fit to the equipment interior. When designing our buildings, we take care about base spacing, for example, in order to assure that suspension points are at the right place, for example, for feeding and drinking lines. This helps during installation and later on avoid problems during operation. Also, for the ventilation flaps and the air inlets, we make sure that these are distributed equally along the building and do not cause any clash with a column, for example, or any other installed items. On the right side, you can see a customized solution. This is a 2-story layer building, and the customer would like to have a staircase right at this place. So you need to take care about the spacing around to do the maintenance and service at the equipment, for example, and also to assure that forces are going either into the building or into the equipment. Therefore, it's crucial to have one partner who's overlooking the full project and the full scale of engineering. The footings and foundations are also a very crucial part, because here your project starts in real. We guide you through this process. Footings and concrete slabs are done locally with a third-party contractor. We will issue a civil works drawing for you and help you and contact with your third-party supplier in order to assure that every footing is placed at the right position. On the right side, you can see that we have exposed columns outside of the building. That gives you the advantage of having a clean and smooth surface inside of the building to avoid bugs and bacteria and to do a better and more easy cleaning of the surface. Moreover that, you have a more equal and streamlined airflow inside of the building. Our buildings are made of steel. We deliver IPE as well as C-channel buildings. The IPE buildings are made of hot dip galvanized steel, and the C-channels are made of high tensile steel. For the installation, we only bolt the buildings. There is no welding on site, so all the buildings are prefabricated before, so that assembly can start right away on site without losing any time and without creating any problems during installation process. Speaking about the walls and the claddings, we make use of sandwich panel systems in different dimensions and different sizes. Also here we have prefabricated products which are cutted in line in the factory already. So there will be no cutting on site anymore to avoid also scratches and problems later on. An airtight building is a very crucial part of a successful operation during farming process. For this, we are taking care a lot about sealing and flashing. When operating the building under pressure later on, this needs to be 100% airtight. For fire resistance, we can apply PIR sandwich panels for the cladding, for the roof, and for the side walls and gable walls. As a full turnkey provider, we also offer green energy solutions such as photovoltaic systems. This allows you, on the one hand, reducing your energy price per kilowatt hour, for example, and on the other hand, contribute in the environmental protection through reducing CO2 emissions. With our product called Sun Farm, we deliver a product which is ready for farming business. We have selected materials from well-known material suppliers, world leaders in this business. No matter if we speak about the panels or the inverters or the subframe of the construction. In some countries, customers have problems with interruptions of the grid or would become independent from the grid supplier and start an island operation. In this case, we can deliver battery solutions as well for our energy systems. For a small-scale project, we would add a gel battery, for example, but if you have a larger operation to combine different houses to an energy system, you would go with, for example, with an NAS battery, a sodium sulfur solution, starting up from 250 kW onwards. This is a scalable system and transportable all over the globe. Besides that, it's an environmental friendly solution which can be deassembled at the end of the life cycle and fully recycled later on. Finally, let me give you an example of a turnkey project we did from scratch on a farm location in Nigeria. We started this project 2 years ago with the first phase. The customer was happy with our approach and he ordered for the second phase last year. Currently, we are busy with the operations of the third phase. Here you can see some pictures from the start of the delivery, over the erection of the steel frame, and finally the cladding of the roof and the walls. Besides that, the interior assembly of ceilings and the interior assembly of the equipment. When we deliver our buildings, we also pre-manufacture the frames for the fans, what you can see here in the center of the picture. Finally, we also install auxiliary equipment like silos and other applications, and then do the commissioning together with the customer and do the first training for the farm staff. As you can see here on the right side, this was a full turnkey scale project planned from scratch, and you can see besides the production facilities as well a grain storage and a feed mill, and also some infrastructure facilities like office buildings, a fence around the farm location, and the infrastructure for walkways, streets, water, and electricity. Let me show you now a small video to give you a more detailed overview about this project in Nigeria.
name is CNC Wachuku. I am the Group Managing Director of Rodo Nigeria Limited. Rodo is a group company that has interest in various sectors of the economy, such as oil and gas, construction, engineering, marine, agriculture, and hospitality industry. Our interest in agriculture, this is the first one, under a company we call Victoria Farms. This company was put together to develop an interest in poultry and poultry farming. The original intention, which is still the intention, is one, to be part of the food sufficiency in Nigeria, and two, to create employment for our people. Our plan was to have a world-class, best-in-class project, and so we set out to look for the best. And our search took us to Israel, to South Africa, to Europe, and to America. At the end, we settled for Big Dutchman based on the antecedents and their history. And I think so far they are meeting up with our expectations in terms of quality, in terms of finesse. Because we don't intend just build a poultry, we want to build a poultry that is comparable to any standard across the world.
My name is Jaco de Jong from Big Dutchman, Nigeria. We provide farmers and business people in Nigeria with agricultural solutions in a wide variety of applications.
I hope you enjoyed the video and the presentation, and you could get a brief overview about the Big Dutchman Turnkey Solutions and what's behind. What are the driving factors and what we are doing for you as a customer. We would be happy to catch up your ideas and discuss your new project and turn it into reality now or later, wherever you are, whatever you need.